Abraham here from xml.com, and today we are going to move on to part 3 of our picture gallery, and we are going to create something called an XML list. In the previous tutorials we created an XML code that had nodes for a picture gallery, meaning that each node had 3 details of each picture: description, the picture itself, the thumbnail, the addresses. And last tutorial we created the code you see on the screen, which loads the code into Flash from an external file. The thing is that we need to be able to use the code. It's not text, it's not an image, it's XML. And in order to relate to that, we have to give specific instructions to Flash so we don't get mixed up. It's time to move on. As you know, we have only one. We have this variable here. Is a URL loader, and we have this function. Happens when the XML is completely loaded. The thing is, let's create an XML variable. There's something called a variable, as I said last tutorial. Is a recipient. It can contain a number, it can contain artwork, but it also can contain an XML file, XML code, I mean. So let's read this XML. Now XML with capital, as you saw, is reserved. Let's say XML with a small case becomes black, not blue. We just created, and let's say that this variable belongs to the XML class. Last but not least, we're going to say something like this. Now we know that currently if I test the movie, the output window gives me the XML code loaded. Well, for Flash right now this is only text. I cannot execute that, not use this data. So what I'm going to do is, the logical thing is just to say, you know what, the XML just created, it equals to event.target.data, and he knows that event.target.data is that code, so XML is a variable that belongs to the XML variable. So we would suppose that Flash knows by itself that the text, the code that has loaded in the memory is XML, and we also have to go. This will be the intuitive thing, that first glance decision. But I'm almost sure that will prompt something, an error here. We have an error. Coercion. Coercion. If you ever see coercion, that means you're trying to load a value into a variable that does not correspond to the variable class, like a string into a number, like artwork into a string. So right now he's just claiming something like this: XML is XML, that variable is XML, and target data currently contains text. It's not compatible. So we have to tell Flash that the data inside of the target that we're receiving in the function is indeed XML. Right, let's see where we are standing at. Event target data as XML. Let's trace our XML. Control that movie, and don't get any error messages, but still states that our XML is null, and we know that the code is XML. What's wrong? How can we fix it? Okay, time to, first of all, just like a number, I can convert the string using the string method. The same thing goes for XML. Let's say XML, open parentheses, XML, open parentheses, Let's close, and if we trace, we should get our code. Yes, our code clear, no error messages, yet we have to be able to process this code in order to use it. Each one of these lines is called a node. A node currently is made of details of each one of the images of our picture gallery. So we are going to create yet another type of variable, XML list. Yes, and this is not XML. No, it's not XML. It will be XML list is a new class, and I'm gonna tell Flash, you know what? XML list dot equals to XML dot children. Now we already we already saw that the XML code we imported has 4 nodes, and Flash knows how to trace to understand that. So if we trace now the XML list dot, see, drop down, code hinting, it already knows, dot length, you should get number 4 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Control S movie. Mistake. Forgot a parenthesis, so it's not registered. Control test movie, and we have number 4. Yes, it works. And now we know that our XML is loaded. We know we can use this XML just like an array, and I guess we're ready to move on to lesson number 4. Thanks for watching.